And we're back. Okay, guys, let's dive right back into us. I've got our water for Pisces sign to start, fire, earth, and air signs out. I'm going to get from our Sacred Rebels deck. So I'm going to ask for water signs that are on this portion of the board with the Two of Pentacles, deciding between two things. Juggling two things, and the situation is the Lovers with the opportunity in the Moon. And then I'm going to ask for a card for people that resonate with this side of the board, which is a person and their King of Swords energy, focused on the truth and heading towards that ferociously, very, very fast energy with an opportunity to align their energies and get in the Chariot and take fast, passionate action. And this is a situation regarding a Three of Swords, some kind of heartbreak here. And the whole center of this side of the board would be a cycle coming to a successful completion, ending in justice. This side of the board, the situation ends with the Eight of Pentacles after examining their own heart in more depth, and also learning how to trust their intuition, which then leads to all four aces, not a potential here, and a person that is waiting on an evaluation and then facing some kind of truth using this new potential. I see it, I want it, it's mine. So a situation that turns from King of Wands in this passionate energy into a King of Wands. Okay, so we'll ask for both sides of the board here, so that can help you determine which side may be for you. Okay, here we go. Give me a general card here, information for the person in the situation of juggling two different options. The situation being the Lovers. Please and thank you for water signs. Situation for water signs on the Lovers situation side of the board, please. Two more shuffles. Thank you. And one, bottom of the deck, focus on the light. More Leo energy there that we saw in the Strength card. On the top, trust yourself, inner trust. The Two of Pentacles, choosing between two. The Lovers, a choice as well. Water signs, trust your own intuition if that is you on this side of the board. What about for fire signs that are on this side of the board? And the Two of Pentacles could be juggling and reevaluating this contract. Thank you. This is a sacred Fool energy of having fun, not allowing anyone else to be the puppeteer controlling you. This is tuning into the energy of the jester, joking, jovial. We talked about that earlier, laughing, getting in a higher vibration. The number 40 card, denoting godly protection surrounding some kind of structure. Underneath that, I'm going to put that back in just so you can see. This is an energy of being hurt here. There's an owl popping up there, a warrior energy. It feels more like that side of the board. Absolutely. The double feathers, defend to the end, the worthwhile. This one has the Three of Swords. It feels to me like we've got that side of the board here. So we're skipping right over that. I was going to go in that order, but Spirit had other ideas. Big, bold vision there, 15 on the bottom of the deck. Okay, that's something new coming in. This beetle is an energy, a scarab beetle of reincarnation, of past life energy there at the throat chakra as well. What about for earth signs on the Lovers side of the board that are juggling between two different two different options, a choice to be made in whatever life area this is regarding. Okay, again, two, legacy of light. This is tradition passed down of a high intuition, tuning into the spirits of your ancestors and being open to your gifts. And again, other side of the board here, pulling over in that energy, new birth, guarded vigilantly. And that is some death energy there as far as transformation. Okay, so this is the hurt side for sure here, who is struggling through some kind of painful situation that ends up leading them to something they feel more passionate about. Usually the divine masculine's lessons are after the divine feminine has experienced hers. That on the bottom of the deck, listening for truth. These eggs have not yet hatched, and we see that conch shell of communication. What about for air signs on the lover's side of the board? If there are two, the bottom card is for the knight's side of the board. So the kings do have to send out the knights. And over here, we do see the Knight of Wands as the situation. And that Knight of Wands turns into a King of Wands of leadership, for taking their leadership seriously, tuning into their passions, and recovering from some kind of situation that is over, that was confusing, that involves some jealousy, strife, and competition in the past. Okay, air signs, what we saw earlier in the week when we had those footprints, and there are those dragonfly energies again, crossed by releasing allegiances, this black and white energy. Releasing allegiances, acting as a team, and aligning to your own heart. Absolutely feels like right there. Now, water signs, why you being so, you're not as, okay, I saw that on the bottom of the card come up there, like, why are you being so secretive here? This is my mother, Mary, comforts me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. So this is restore and replenish on this side of the board. And just check out how these green energies are tying. We see some community energy there with the bees and with gold. Gold is a real gold and real silver. Silver are conduits for speaking with spirit. So releasing something that does appear to have been very hurtful. If you have to restore and replenish your energy, that's some Four of Swords energy there for water signs on this side of the board, recovering from some kind of heartbreak that was confusing and coming in to use those Five of Wands instead of working against yourself, aligning your energies to team up with yourself. Okay. All right. Overall visions of life beyond death. We have a 44 card, and this restore and replenish is a 38, which is an 11 card. Talked about that 11-11 energy all week, and we do have the Chariot, Justice on this side. So it makes sense that in the environmental energy, Justice here is coming through on the bottom of the board as well. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on there. You can look up the meanings of these. Just Google Sacred Rebels and then the name of the card. And there's plenty of resources there where people have used those cards to post the meanings of them. Okay, and then we are coming through to our next deck to ask for advice. Advice for water signs. on the first board and the second board. Advice for this inner trust, 2 and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's like, you know, here what your answer is, what the truth is, what the truth of your heart, and you may be singing or expressing that to someone through either music or this communication energy that we saw, connecting the 2 devils together, and it could possibly be someone that you used to speak with on the old school phones. Okay. Oh, spilling their guts, are you? Maybe. All right. Water signs, trust yourself. What is your advice here? What is your advice here, water signs? What is your advice? Thank you. You deserve sugar, not salt. Also a number 2 card, a 22. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, justice is coming. Okay. Justice is coming for this 3 of Swords, environmental energy. Right now, though, we need to restore and replenish. 11 and 27 is a 9 card. All right. What about fire signs? Top card or a flyer and a bottom card. Fire signs. What is the advice here for fire signs that are juggling 2 things? And this time around, you are the puppeteer. You are in control of your emotions by having fun, letting loose, and enjoying yourself, letting that creative energy flow. That creativity's coming back, and let your biggest freak flag fly in that creative energy. Spaceship. So we do have that singing on the opportunity of the moon card. So this kind of goes back to my starship energy of, was it Ziggy Stardust 43, which is a 7. Divine guidance here with your advice. Don't be afraid to sing. Crossed by environmental energy of sun. So there's the sun card coming out. That came out all week long. Paint the sun back into your sky after this 3 of Swords energy. Justice is coming there for you, water signs on this side of the board. Excuse me, we belong right here. Fire signs on this side of the board. And paint the sun back into your sky. So that warrior energy, she is down, but she is not out, not even a little bit. 11 card. Wow. Okay, let's go with earth signs. Advice for earth signs on the lovers portion of the board, and advice for on the bottom, or 2 cards here. Lavender, surround yourself with love, earth signs, legacy of light. You have your loved ones around you, and they are helping you along the way, giving you strength. That's a 19 card or a 1. And new birth, guarded vigilantly on this other side of the board. There is that green butterfly of transformation of the heart chakra energy. And it says, princess, you can be your own knight. So this is a 24 card, and this is a 1 card. Okay, advice finally then for air signs. What is advice for air signs? What you bringing into form, huh? What is this dragonfly energy here about what the top of the board is about? Bringing it into form, maybe deciding to connect with that lover, speaking, leaving those footprints in the sand. And that is connecting me back to that sacred geometry energy that was in the scrying from the Scientist album, or the Scientist song cover. Okay, that was way too many here. What you bringing into form? What you decided on? It feels like air signs, you're already decided. You just haven't taken the step yet. Make the change. So haven't cut your hair yet, but you're getting ready to bring it into form. And look at those color energy similarities. That's wild. Air signs. That's the number 7 card and of advice. Okay, if you want to make that change, the man in the mirror, it's the time. It is time to do it. Releasing allegiances, okay, here in this gray energy as well. So you see her there again, not, it's a 44 card. Every hurricane comes to an end. We did have that storm warning coming up in the energy for the first quarter moon. Releasing allegiances. Every hurricane comes to an end. Wow. Okay. Library, take control of your own narrative. Okay. That is a 22 card. So reminiscent of the energy there yesterday. And of course, we did still have that appreciation. And we see this childlike energy leaving the gate and going into a brand new garden. All right, let's get some charms for you here so you can further tell what parts of this reading will connect to you. Because remember, we got a 22 and a 44 book ending on this end. That's wild. And our 22 at the bottom of the deck. Okay, give me a charm for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Cancer, what will connect you to what part of this reading? Pay special attention to. Stop it. Oh my Lanta. Rainbow connection, really? The double, the Kermit and Piggy on the same bike. It's not a unicycle, but there are 2 people on this bike, Cancers. That is nutty McFuddy. And we've got the 2 card of inner trust and the 2 card of advice. You deserve sugar, not salt. What? Wow. Okay, come here, owl. Instead of me go gadgeting my hand over there. Okay, Scorpio. My moon is in Scorpio. I collect Scorpios, love them. They're like peas and carrots. Scorpio, 1 card that will connect you to whatever message resonates in this reading. You want to have 2. So definitely could be deciding between, you could be the one deciding between 2. There is a camel, storing up, not sharing your emotions. And I absolutely, you could be the one deciding between 2. Really, Scorpio? There's the rabbit. Right there, right there. Storing your emotions. Scorpion emotions run deep, and you can't always get there with a Scorpio. Sometimes you never know what you're going to get. You only know their emotions if you're lucky, but Scorpio definitely seems you're the rabbit here, juggling emotions between 2 different decisions. What about for Pisces? What will connect Pisces to any part of this message? There's a beautiful leaf with a not quite a half moon. It is a crescent moon. We saw, this is what this looks like here. Okay, there is a crescent moon that is light on the right, dark on the left. That means the light is turning on. Defend to the worthwhile. That's a 23 card of change. Turning on the light, moving towards the next full moon. So that's going to be here where your commitment is being tested. Stand your ground, Pisces. Stand your ground. Wow, you are the warrior. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for this side of the board. Advice for Cancers that are focusing on truth. Okay, same thing as Pisces up here, except there's no feathers. There are hearts, Cancers, inside of this crescent moon. Again, the timing about a week after the new moon and Taurus, so around the 14th. Justice is coming. Justice is coming, Cancers. What about for Scorpios here focusing on their truth? Tree of Life, the Tree of Life connecting to ancestors. Rest and recovery here, how all of these leaves are surrounding her. Okay. This is restore and replenish and connect back into your roots there, Scorpio energy. Okay, come back to your roots, and you definitely need to rest and replenish. What about advice for, okay, that's that Chariot too on that other side. You could be going back. You could be the one going back to your roots, or recovering someone else from someone else going back to their roots. If you're the one on this heartbreak side where we need to have some rest and recovery, for Swords. There's buttons all around that too. There is a key there at the top of that card as well. What about for Pisces on this side of the board? Heart. Okay, a big old heart. Follow your heart. We did have inner trust for this side of the board. Chariot does have emotions that have stabilized so that they can follow their heart. What about fire signs? We've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you are on this side of the board, deciding between two, do not be afraid to sing. Let your freak flag fly, Aries. We've got a nurse cap and a heart. So you could be nursing that broken heart, Aries. You may be on this side of the board over here. Okay, and there's also music notes in here. I wanted to note that, connecting to that the opportunity on this side of the board. So that's going to fall wherever it does for you. Nursing and recovering, again, it does feel like more of that side of the board, but we're seeing both of those energies come up in that charm. What about for Leos? Leos that are on the Two of Pentacles side of the board, juggling. We have Bambi. So there's that childhood energy going back to that fun, that laughter, Angel of Balance, okay, and strength. So this is an old contract. It could have been some kind of a heartbreak, the Sacred Fool here, energy. Bambi. I wrote down elk in the yesterday's reading, so you might want to check back to there as well. So elk would show that they are the elder of the family. You might be the baby of the family in this Leo energy, or maybe your heart is very tender. Okay. Regarding this Justice, we do see the Page of Cups over here kind of being distracted but accepting this childhood friend, or that sometimes things just need to end. Sometimes they're just not feasible. What about for Sagittarius on this side of the board? Don't be afraid to sing. Fireflies, fireflies. So maybe connecting to an air sign, Sagittarius, when we have that firefly energy over here still on this side of the board. Okay, that's soulmate. That's lover's energy, past life soulmate, Sagittarius. All right, what about fire signs on this side of the board? Number 11 and 23. Paint the sun back into your sky and defend to the end, the worthwhile. Advice for Aries, working through a Three of Swords. Hummingbird energy. You might have to look up that spirit guide, but hummingbirds fly in a figure 8 pattern. So perhaps connecting into that fire energy that 8 card that we saw here, having to maintain strength. Their speed, the hummingbird's wings, I mean, it's like unbelievable the pace that their wings go, because you can't, they're going so fast, you can't even see them. And we do have this owl, this bird energy connecting, defending your position. It might take a little bit of hovering, especially if you are having to take the time to put things back together. Over here for this Ace of Pentacles, that does take some time as that outcome. What about for Leos on the 3 of Swords side of the board? Shark energy. Okay, so this heartbreak, this is like someone was circling you, Leo, like an intended target. I hate to say that. Shark energy, though, bam, Leo, right there. Don't be just the shark that circles, okay? Even if you've been hurt before by this 3 of Swords, take your power back, Leo. Be the main shark, be the king shark. I see it, I want it, it's mine. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. And for Sagittarius, what about advice or connection to this reading of any part for Sagittarius? We've got a Pegasus. So that rainbow connection energy, something you thought was maybe a dream. So we go through pain sometimes so that we can pull in something that's much better for us. Paint the sun back into your own sky. And I'd say add a Pegasus. Okay, because painting, you can create and make any fantasy become a reality, Sag. Create that own fantasy. When you paint, that's also manifesting. What about for earth signs? We'll connect them to any part of this reading. We're going to go with Taurus first. There's another rabbit. So Taurus, you are here in this juggling between 2 energies component. What about for Virgos? Advice and connection for Virgos. Paris, there's the Eiffel Tower. That would be connected to maybe travel. Virgos, maybe you've been to Paris. I'm not really feeling connection to parts of this own reading. Maybe you're just getting ready to go on a trip. Oh, here we go. The Chariot, that fast action. So I'm feeling a more of a pull towards this side of the board there for you, for these Virgos. What about for Capricorns? Outcome is the Chariot. Capricorn, connecting to this reading. Oh, it's a beautiful koi fish. Wow, Page of Cups out here on this outcome energy, this side of the board. Capricorns, don't get distracted by past pain. Sometimes we just have to release, release and let go, because sometimes it doesn't mean the love wasn't there. It's just that they're just not compatible. Okay, Cappies. What about, let's see, for earth signs, this side of the board, Taurus, what will connect you to this new birth, being your own night after this energy, Wheel of Fortune? Doing so, taking charge and fast action towards your healing, okay? This new birth, taking fast action towards your transformation of your heart, changes the wheel of fate for you. That's also a 10 card, which matches up with this, you can be your own damn knight. Be your own damn knight, Taurus. What about for, we've got next, which would be Virgo. Cancerian energy there, connected to this moon energy as an outcome. So Virgos, you could be connecting to Cancerian energy. We do have the Knight of Cups over here as well, which would be Pisces energy. It is the crab. So here, there's something that is not yet revealed to you yet about this heartbreak, okay? Virgos, it could be also that with this transformation, you could be kind of moving sideways when you could be moving quickly forward. That's what that is. Okay, for Capricorn, a rhino. Okay, so that's definitely connecting over here to this side of the board. Keep your eye on the ball, but do not, with this Knight of Wands situation, don't let your passion get away from you and charge at this. Okay, guard your energy. Make sure that you're taking your time is what we're getting there. All right, air signs. What about for Geminis on this side of the board? Make the change, bring it into form. Geminis, that is Rainbow Connection. This is bringing me back to Wizard of Oz, Toto. So Geminis here, this offer, this tangible offer that's being made, or information you're receiving about what you're creating or changing, go for it. Clearly stand your ground. It turns out well. What about Libras on this side of the board or any other connection? Libra, this is the elephant. You never forget. There's Libra justice here on this side of the board. It is not yet in balance, but it will be. And it seems like you need to make that balance happen. Even though you don't have to forget, right? We can't let that pain just keep us from our own destiny. For Aquarius, what you got here? The wise owl, very Aquarian energy. Make the change. This is High Priestess energy as well. It also connected me to the other side of the board. So you may be feeling like I've also had a heartbreak, but now there's a new decision to be made. So you may be connecting to both sides of the board, Aquarius, especially with Pluto going in retrograde. You're going back and re-examining. Okay, what about air signs for on the other side of the board or connection to any piece of the other reading or advice? Gemini, 2. Of course, the twins. Okay, we've got a baseball and a ball. No, it's a bowling ball. That's pulling me over here to this magic stick energy 44 Gemini. And then we've got octopus. Okay, able to go back and forth. It's mutable energy, able to fit and recover into anything. You got this, Gemini. I'm not worried about you. Every hurricane comes to an end. You're releasing allegiances. I don't think you have any problem with this. You're moving on quite easily, it feels like. Next up would be Libra energy for this side of the board. This is a squirrel trying to get a nut and move your butt. Was that today's reading or was that yesterday's? This squirrel energy. And then we had squirrels come out and the ascension cards. Libra, especially with that energy in South Node, this is for everyone. Make sure you're going back and checking that energy. And do you see here, there's 2 ends of the branch, which in the Justice card in the Soulful Revolution deck, she's between 2 worlds there. Looks like you are leaning towards one side, though, here, Libra. Might require you to just allow that storm to come to an end, realizing that there's not only an Ace of Wands of potential passion here, but it's something that's lasting. Lastly, Aquarians. Last message for Aquarians. Dragon energy. So Yeah, big old dragon there. So this fire energy that's coming across so strong on this side of the board, releasing allegiances. We are also in the year of the dragon, where the head is examining the past, is examining the tail. And again, perfect for Aquarian energy as Pluto retrogrades and re-examines the past energies and where you are powerful. You could be rediscovering that again after this storm comes to an end. You're rediscovering your power. As the storm is ending, you can take control of your own narrative there. Okay, guys, I hope you were, if this message was not for you, I hope in the very least you were entertained. I love this reading. I think it had a lot of synchronicities to the previous 2 readings I've posted. I'm getting confirmation here. This is all the same story, especially with that devil and lovers energy coming through so strongly and repeating itself. Definitely some kind of release is going on with releasing those 10 swords. Okay, that's something that's ding dong dead. There's nothing more to be done but move on. Okay, guys, you got the power. It's getting kind of hectic, and that's what happens. All right, so give me the music. I'll stop there. Okay, guys, good night. And I hope this message finds you well. I hope you are amazing. Much love and support. Know that you are loved. And I wanted to say namaste. The light in me welcomes and honors the light in you. Bye-bye for now.